A chilly start to the day, but the outlook warms up. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Tuesday, 18.
It was chilly yesterday, but the sun was shining, wasn't it?
I know, that apricity, that's the word. So the warmth of the sun in your face in the wintertime is apricity. There'll be more of that today. We saw how Peanut was all snuggled up on this cold, frosty morning, but things are warming up. Here's the details. Yes, cold and frosty is how we start first thing this morning, and it's cold enough with a band of rain across Scotland for some snow. A warning for snow and ice for central and west southwestern parts, up to 5 centimetres falling, potentially some problems along the M8 towards Glasgow with this cold, snowy weather around. We still have the cold lurking through central and eastern areas, but for the next few days, this mild air winds out from the Atlantic, but it brings with it rain as well. So high pressure's been keeping it largely dry, but pretty cloudy and cold. As the weather front battles back from the Atlantic, it brings this southwesterly feed of air. It brings some windy conditions and it brings with it rain. So here's how it looks for today. We have a chilly start first thing with the band of snow and rain across the north, but it's dry and bright elsewhere. So first thing, we have our rain for Scotland, cold enough for it to be falling as snow. But this morning, it starts to turn back to rain later on today. Patchy rain for Northern Ireland, but yet again, England and Wales, it is fine, it is dry, plenty of winter sunshine, but not a warm one. Top temperatures, again, only between 5 and 8 degrees. Good morning to you. It is a chilly start to the day and we have a band of rain across the north, and that means with the cold air around, there's a chance of some snow. For central and southwestern Scotland, 1 to 5 centimetres of snow, warning from the Met Office, where it could also be very icy. The cold has been with us for a while now, this area of blue in the east where we've had a blocking high pressure. But if you've not enjoyed it, I'm the bearer of some welcome news because things turn milder as we head through the week as this warmer air moves in from the west. But it brings with it a change in type of weather as well. High pressure's been keeping it settled and cloudy and cold, but brighter skies for the last few days. Low pressure moves in for the rest of the week from tomorrow onwards, bringing wetter and windier conditions. So with the wet and windy, also comes the mild. More on that in just a moment. Here's how it looks for today. Chilly first thing with that band of rain in the north and some snow, but actually more sunshine elsewhere, just like yesterday. So the radar shows the rain across Scotland, falling as snow across the highest of ground, cloudy for Northern Ireland, but for England and Wales, it's a cold, frosty start to the day. Plenty of sunshine, the winds are light, it takes us through, but another chilly day ahead. Top temperatures just 4 or 5 degrees in the east, but that milder air starting to move in from the west. So let's see how things play out as we head through the next 7 days. So we split the country in half, and across the north of the UK, Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England, looking at our temperatures compared to where they should be, and the milder air already making itself shown. Our temperatures will be way above average for the next 7 days as we head into next week. Percentage chance of rainfall across the north of the UK. This milder air comes at a price because weather fronts move in and the outlook is largely unsettled with wet and windy weather most days for our outlook. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Again, looking at our temperature compared to where they should be. This line in the middle, the average, and it is above average. Maybe a little chilly for some of us today, but temperatures climb from tomorrow onwards. And yet again, with that, we see a wet and windy weather arriving from the west. It takes us through the end of the week into the weekend and into next week. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. It's a chilly start first thing this morning, but many of us will see sunshine away from the north of Scotland, that is, because at the moment Scotland covered by a band of rain and it's cold enough for this to be turning to snow through the central belt and the southwest. A warning from the Met Office, up to 5 centimetres of snow, particularly could be some disruption along the M8. This morning, patchy rain for Northern Ireland, that clears, as does the wet weather for Scotland. England and Wales, frosty to start, sunny this afternoon, but a chilly 5 or 6, but a milder outlook coming in from the west.